Teresa Love here. Thank you so much for clicking, it means so much. Today I created a tag for Bookstagrammers who also have Booktube videos, and it's like a question and answer tag, and I thought I would send it to a bunch of my other Bookstagram friends and see if they wanted to do it and create a video too. All of the questions will be listed below. The tag is called the Booktube Chat Tag. If you do this tag, could you please share my information in your description and say that I created the tag, and I would love for anyone else to do the tag who has a Booktube channel, and I would just love to see this tag go everywhere, and I would love, since this is how this tag is set up, and it's a little bit more different questions, like they wouldn't be on a normal question, like it's not physical book versus ebook. It's like a lot more kind of in-depth so that we can learn about each other. So number one is, what is your Bookstagram name, and how many followers do you have, and how many subscribers do you have on your YouTube channel? My Bookstagram name is Teresa Loves 3, and right now I have 1,164 followers on Instagram. I'm so happy for every single one of them. And on Booktube, I have 320 subscribers. Number two is, what book or book series sparked your love for reading, and what age were you? You probably all know this from my other videos, but Twilight by Stephanie Meyer is what sparked my love for reading. So I'm dyslexic, which is a learning disability, and it was always really hard for me to read, and I never found a book that I could enjoy. Then at 17, I picked up Twilight in the Kmart store, and I opened it after seeing the movie, and I started reading it, and I really just got into it. It was the first book series that I felt connected to the characters, and I felt like I could actually be in the story rather than seeing it from afar how I've always read before. Number three, what is your favorite thing about the book community? This can be on Booktube or Bookstagram. My favorite thing about the book community is the community. It's how the people are genuinely nice. They're kind and respectful and generous. I've had people send me books, they really care about, when you message them, they message back. Even though really big Bookstagrammers, my friend who has, I think she has 30,000 followers now, she messages me and we talk, and it's whoa, that's so cool. They're not celebrities type of thing, which I think is really awesome, especially the ones you think, oh, they're never gonna message me back, but they do. Pretty much my favorite thing about the book community is the kindness that I've seen throughout this community, and that's what has made my Instagram grow. Number four, what is your top 3 favorite books or book series? I'm gonna say book series because it's hard for me to decide. We have Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. This is an amazing series, and you just get so into the story that you just are you're so invested and you want to know what's going to happen. And I still have to read Imagine Me, which I haven't read yet, but I'm going to. I got it on Kindle. Then we have City of Bones, which is Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. And I only read this last year, but I binge read the whole thing and I loved it. And it was just fast-paced and fantastic thriller. That's really what it is. And it was such an amazing experience to read them all together. I recommend reading them like that, all 6 of them. Or if you want to read City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, and then read some of the other ones and then back. But it's super good. And then we have Matched by Ali Condi. And this is a dystopian, and this just made me fall in love with dystopian books. I was like, what? I need more dystopian books. It's amazing. Number 5 is, what is your favorite thing about reading? As we all normally say, our favorite thing is to escape into another world. My answer is kind of like that. It's mostly, in reality, I am stuck at home and I'm sick, and that's just my reality right now, and that's my path, and that's the season I'm in my life. And when I open a book like City of Bones, I'm a kick-butt shadow hunter, or I'm a vampire, or I'm dating a vampire, or I'm a witch with elemental powers, or I'm flying, or I'm a mermaid. Like, there's so many ways that you can be all these amazing, wonderful things just by opening a book. And that's my favorite part, is to feel like I've almost created my personality with all these different facets by all these adventures that I've taken throughout these books. Number 6 is, what is an underrated book or book series that you loved? I only just read this at the end of last year, but Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. I picked this up thinking it'll be an interesting read. It sounds cool. I didn't really like the movie. And I was blown away with how different this magic system is and the casters. And I was listening to some of it on audio, and there was like this cool sound effects, and when he'd go into these visions, there'd be like this weird noise, and you could just tell exactly what was going on. Actually, one of my friends just read the whole series and she loved it, but she said the same thing, like, these are amazing, I give them all 5 stars, and you know, how have people not talked about them more? So I feel like this is super, super underrated, and I have read 1 and 2, and I can't wait to get to the next one. Number 7, who is your favorite booktubers to watch? So I have a few. I have Brittany the Bibliophile. I love watching her. Her vlogs are just so fun, and I feel like I'm just part of it. And then I have Haley in Bookland, which I love her vlogs the most, but her videos are just awesome too. And I love when she does the, like, I wonder if I can figure out what's on the cover, and like all those guessing games are really fun. Plus the bookshelf scavenger hunt that she does is so fun. She does them in all different seasons. I've always wanted to try it, but with my vertigo, if I turn around real fast and then turn back and turn around real fast and turn back, I get really bad vertigo. So I don't necessarily want to do that. But it looks really fun. Abigail's Cup of Tea is another one that I love watching. She's so calm, and just her videos are like aesthetically pleasing, and I just feel so calm after I watch them. And Kaylin Abridged is really awesome too, and really calm. Another one of my favorites is Kate's Book Date. Number 8 is, what character would you say are most like, or a combination of a few? I would say, I just found this out the other day, I would say a cross between Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter and Alice Cullen and Elena Gilbert from Vampire Diaries. I just feel like for Alice, I'm like happy little pixie kind of. And then for Luna, I'm quirky and artsy. Then Elena's like super strong and confident. So I feel like I'm a cross between those 3. Number 9, if your life was a genre of book, what would it be? I want to say it would be a love story, romance, but I don't have one in my life right now. So I would say it would be a like sick illness book with inspirational feelings, and like feeling like you can really conquer anything. I feel like an example of that would be like 5 Feet Apart or Everything. I feel like that could be my book. But now I need to find a boy next door like that book. Number 10, just a fun one. Who is your favorite Disney princess and why? When I was little, my favorite Disney princess was Ariel, because I wanted to be a mermaid, and I still do. And I love the water, and she's so adventurous and has an awesome spirit. But throughout my sickness, I've started to really fall in love with Rapunzel. She's trapped in a castle, but she finds all these, like, she like paints the walls, and she does like all these awesome art things, and like never runs out of stuff to do. So I feel like I can really relate to her on that level. I will leave all the questions listed below. I would love for you to do this tag. Join me and tag your friends if you want. That is all the questions for the Booktube Chat Tag. And I would love for you to see yours, and I hope to see you soon. If you could subscribe, that would really help out my channel. And if you could like, that would be awesome too. Thank you again. Bye!